This is fun. Do I need a real estate agent to buy a house? That all depends. You do if it is on the MLS. However, you don't need your own. When I first started buying properties as investments, one of the best strategies that I did was reach out to the listing agent. If you reach out to the listing agent, then they're gonna send you a form if they're interested in doing it. That's like dual agent, so they are both the buyer's agent and the seller's agent. Now they're going to get paid more if they're acting on both sides. Now, some people don't like this. Some sellers will push back on that. However, if it's a high trust relationship, they can still trust the real estate agent or the realtor to be fair to both sides. So that was my preferred way of doing things because it cut out the time gaps for communication. You can get answers significantly faster. That way, the seller isn't relaying information to the listing agent, which is then relaying information to the buyer's agent, which is then relaying information to you. You're able to get answers significantly faster, and generally, you're able to get to the bottom dollar a little bit faster because it's a much shorter dance. So, I would recommend that if you're just starting out, just reach out to the listing agent and see if they're interested in being a dual agent and get your answers there. However, if you have no idea how this process works, if this is your first property, if you have never purchased a property before and you think that there's an opportunity for you to get taken advantage of, then you would definitely want to seek out a realtor that you really trust to have your best interest and walk you through the process, even if it's extraordinarily painful, where they're describing in depth pretty rudimentary things to you. If you feel like that's about your skill level, don't be bashful about it. That's how I started. That's how most investors that I know started. So definitely reach out to a realtor, build a relationship with them, and have them walk you through the process. At this point, we no longer reach out to the listing agents. We have a realtor that we use almost exclusively. We'll buy good deals from anywhere, but he pretty much he really helps us in ways that are really difficult for one-off realtors to duplicate. So building a relationship with a realtor definitely has its advantages, and that's the strategy that we now use, and it's very helpful at the volume that we're doing. However, there are also a significant amount of opportunities to buy off-market properties, and off-market is an extraordinarily vague term, which just means that it is not listed on the MLS. And if it is not listed on the MLS, or the multiple listing services like the Zillows, the Redfins, Trulias, all of those pull from the MLS. So if you're seeing a property listed there and it doesn't say for sale by owner, then it's on the MLS. It means it's very likely that you're going to need a realtor in order to act on that. Off-market, it's not on the MLS. It could be that the person that owns the property just put a sign in their yard. It could be that a wholesaler has a contract on that property and they're trying to assign it out to somebody else and sell it. And if you're dealing with a wholesaler, chances are you do not need a realtor. If you're dealing with a homeowner specifically, chances are you do not need a realtor. Or it could just be friends, family, in which case you probably don't need a realtor. However, in all of these scenarios, you do need a very solid title company. So even if you don't need a realtor to complete a transaction, you should still use a title company. And I have found it to be extraordinarily helpful to primarily do business with one particular title company. Now, they do 99% of our transactions. And having a high trust with a title company, knowing that if something goes wrong with that property in the future, they'll be able to help you with it and explain why something went wrong and how you can, work through it, is extraordinarily beneficial. And having the majority of your transactions with one person or one company has its benefits in that you don't need to do a bunch of research if something goes wrong on one and restart a conversation with the title company where you're just a number on a file passed, right? So if you desire any level of scale, then forming a solid relationship with that title company is also going to be extraordinarily important. So that's my answer to that. Hopefully that is super duper helpful.
Thanks for watching that clip. I thought that was a good question. And I think you can ask good questions too. Join us every Friday morning at 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for a live stream Q&A where we answer plenty of questions just like this one. In the meantime, consider subscribing to the channel if you want more of this content. And if you want to increase your deal flow, analyze properties better, and help me feed my family, click the link below for a free 7-day trial of PropStream.